Today we'll be talking about how to properly size a foot and fit a shoe, and certain things to look for in a shoe fitting. It's best, if whenever possible, to be fit by a professional that actually fits your foot for the width versus the length and shows you the right pair of shoes for you. I know we're all concerned about style, but as we get older we need to start thinking a little bit more about our footwear and not so much the style. We'll start with just using a simple branding device. They've been around for years. So you want to start with be sure you measure both feet. Also, the arch of a foot could be different from the arch of the other foot. So you want to be sure with the branding device, it'll help show us which measurement to use to give us the best fit. All manufacturers make shoes to different sizes, so this is just a starting point that we have to begin with. So we'll start with the right heel, and you want to be sure you seat it all the way back in the branding device. The next step is to move the arch slide up so that it'll lock right at the metatarsal head. Once it's seated in there properly and the patient is standing, it'll give you a good idea of length. So we want to look at two different spots for length. We're going to first look at the toe length, and it's going to be the longest toe. Sometimes it's the second toe versus the big toe, and other times it's the big toe. Using this, it's showing me to be about just over 9.5. But when I look at where my arch is, it sets me up right at a 10. No. The next step is to slide in the slide on the side for width. We bring it up just a touch. On a real narrow foot you can bring it in tighter, but on a wide foot you want to just barely touch it. So now that I know based on my arch length I'm going to a 10, I look at the 10 on the side here and it tells me to go to a D. So I know I'm to be in a wide shoe. The important thing to note is that using a wide shoe will allow for different types of, in my case, orthotics, whether it be a plastic AFO brace, such as this. It'll give us a little bit more room in there. Having an extra depth shoe can be very helpful because that gives us more room to get the brace into the shoe. It can also be used with custom fabricated foot orthotics, which will accommodate the arch and support the foot. With the extra depth shoe, it just means it's a deeper toe box, so we have more room built into the shoe. So what we'll do is,
how old is your rubber tree out
here? In my case, I'll just use the orthotic, try it on my foot, and then once we lace it up, what we're looking for is that I'm not pushing out on the sides at the metatarsal head, and when I take a step, it creases right where I need to crease, so I'm not getting impingement in the shoe. If the shoe doesn't feel proper right at the time of fitting, you may be in the wrong size and might have to change styles. So it's real important that you try that and check both feet to be sure that you have a good match. You always want to fit the larger foot. And they feel comfortable. I'm ready to go.